Fellow Sierra Leoneans, ladies and gentlemen, me, Nalansana Sako, host of The Hidden Truth on Facebook Live. Ladies and gentlemen, it's sad to say today, Thursday, the 8th of October 2020, na a sad day na Sierra Leone to me, in my own opinion. You know, ladies and gentlemen, justice, not justice. It should be served irrespective of the person in position or social status. And when then they enforce them, it should be enforced uniformly, meaning equally, without fear nor favor. But this is not to that we see in the Republic of Sierra Leone today. What are they talk about? The Anti-Corruption Commission then go McKinney today as then arranged with the former president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, His Excellency Ernest Bai Koroma, for say today, then they go meet him for ask him questions related to in behavior or related to the findings of corrupt behavior on his own part. As you know, the commissions of inquiry been done end, wherein 3 judges, one from Nigeria, one from Ghana, one from Sierra Leone, where they hold a kind of civil trial at the 3 different courts. And in those courts, ladies and gentlemen, then come out with their findings and submit them to the people of Sierra Leone through the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, His Excellency Julius Maada Bio, we ask Parliament, meaning the people of Sierra Leone, for make then conduct a commission of inquiry into the past government where His Excellency Ernest Bai Koroma had under the APC party. Parliament passed that one day for give the mandate to the president for make a go ahead and conduct the commissions of inquiry. And in that again, the anti-corruption way been done already that institution, the president replaced the person way been there under Bai Koroma, bring come a young man in the person of Francis Ben Kaifala. We also get a legal mind, very brilliant gentleman, and a very, very no-nonsense kind of guy. The fellow Sierra Leoneans, after the commissions of inquiry, then days are the 24th of September 2020, the government of Sierra Leone then come out with what they call the white paper. And in that white paper, the people and where the commissions of inquiry don't say, then thief from the people of Sierra Leone include the former president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Ernest Bai Koroma. After that, the Anti-Corruption Commission then say this BNT then get interest in talking to the former president about money laundering. What's in the money laundering? When you they move money from one place to another, and not legitimately tell we identify who side that money they come out and how it manage reach na this particular place. Usually, na America, na then mafia them, and then drug dealers them, na then can launder money because they're not able for prove for say this money na so thing I sell or na so business I do, I get them. So then they put them out illegally. Now other people their account or in another way. When the government comes see that one day, they go call question if you get that kind of money in your account, they go ask you, Usa you pull up. Apart from that, inside the United States of America, if you go spend $12,000 na a place, right away, same moment, the IRS, Internal Revenue Service, will contact you for no, who's you pull this money. That na a country where get so many millionaires. Now so then they try for do, or na so they can do in America, so that people are not going to do yuki business and then just take illegal money, put an eye, take illegal money, put an eye. So where you spend 12,000, then go ask you who's you pull that money for make you spend then kind way then they. When you travel, come on, Africa, you can United States. If you get $12,000 or above certain amount of money, then they ask you for make you declare that money now then customs. So you go pay tax for it. Are they giving all this for loan and no say, then tia na in they make country go before, then tia, then kind regulations they are, then questions they are for avoid corruption or dubious activities now in the developed country. Not to forgo build road and structures only where go say country they develop. Those are physical attributes. But the things that weigh na the actual blood and vein of a country, now truthfulness, honesty, and fairness, now in the care country go before. Now that make Whitman country day before today, not to the structures the way them build. You go build all the structures in the world, but if money not there for maintenance, because somebody they thief the money, that building there they for them, it go broke, it not go able for last long. Now the same thing with government. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Kaifala, when at the head of Anti-Corruption Commission, within team, they ask for see the president so that then go ask them questions about some property them we they're not satisfied the way we get them, even though the commissions of inquiry don't come out, and some money them. How he get them money, then they want know now that make them one for see the president. To the former president in credit, a talk say, okay, he go meet with them. But the 10 where them want meet with him, when at the 5th, a talk say through in lawyer, he not go get chance that particular time because they get other engagements them where he will attend. So let the commissions of let the anti-corruption team, let them wait till Thursday when at the 8th. It communicates that one day to in lawyer Pasangi, the Anti-Corruption Commission. The Anti-Corruption Commission, they not make a big deal. Then grant the former president in request for make them postpone them to today, when at Thursday, October 8th, 2020. The team of the anti-corruption or the investigation team of anti-corruption then do their own part. They make good on the part of their own bargain, meaning then go meet the president. Where most people, like we believe, say they're not supposed to go meet the president now in us, because then for treat everybody fairly, whether you not been president, whether you not been Kakabila, whether you not what. When anti-corruption wants you, where CID wants you, where any institution wants you, a way it get for do with any criminal act or suspicion of criminal act, there should be no social status, there should be no favor, no fear. Now you for go meet the investigating team or body. But in this case, we talk that one day, but they not listen to we, then say His Excellency Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma na be former president, so then decide for accord them that respect day for go meet na in us as in and in lawyer don't demand. Then do that. But now, when they reach na Makeni, the investigating team for go na the president or the former president in us, so then go start this investigation. The supporters of the president, His Excellency Ernest Bai Koroma na Makeni, Then put roadblocks all over the place. In fact, me not ever see this yet in my life. Where then they go investigate criminal matter. Mortal man then come out here, then pull devil, then pull Ariobo, then pull Oje, then pull Matoma, then pull Sokobana. You go see the Sokobana, the cut in tongue, in the chukin self with nerve, and the display all in front of Ernest Bai Koroma, the former president in host. While the former president, they inside the host in self, and they see everything where they happen. And they see the crowd, and they read the chant, and they read everything. And they read the threatening remarks where the crowd they give, or where the crowd they say against the authorities them way for come investigate the president or the former president inside in us. Ladies and gentlemen, when the Anti-Corruption Commission then don't see, or the investigative team don't see, say there are roadblocks and Koroma in supporters, then they plenty, then they chant and not to kind words them, then they say, then they on a high alert, then decide say not for go because it go bring come trouble, then go cause chaos and anarchy. So for save the lives of the supporters of Ernest Koroma, we go put roadblock, act as human shield, for let nobody not able for enter the premises of the former president, and for save themselves their own lives, the investigative team, and for save the lives of any security force way for don't take part in exchanging words, we go escalate to physical violence, and we go cause the police or the security force for use ammunition, then decide say make them save the people or the country from that kind massacre or that kind trouble. Then place a call to the former president and lawyer, tell and say, do ya, Mr. President, we not go able for go meet you now your place in this kind chaotic condition and not go fine. So we know how force we way for go meet you. Then team up in front of your house everywhere. Then don't put roadblocks for say we not go enter. So for make this here peacefully and quietly, do ya, we Anti-Corruption Commission Division Head Office way de na Makeni na ya, usa you de, usa we don't come meet you, do ya, come meet we de, lo we do, waiting we can for can do, and waiting we all don't agree to. My fellow Sierra Leoneans, ladies and gentlemen, the former president, His Excellency Ernest Bai Koroma, with all the respect and all the demands that way it demand. One, for make them postpone the investigation or interrogation to Thursday, from Monday to Thursday, with all that way then game. Two, with all where they agree for meter na in us instead of in go na the Anti-Corruption Office, with all that way then give, and with everything where incident na in us, is see say no way no day for let them people here then can come meet them, because in don't use the supporters them roadblock and them body and their life as a human shield. It knows it if they say then go force for go inside the supporters them for attack anybody, including the investigators them or in the investigative team. The president know that, yet still he say no. If they want for investigate them, they want talk to them, let them still come in us, a prefer in us. Waiting that one they mean. That one they mean say the former president, knowing the dangers, if them people here force themselves say then they go in for go see them, knowing all that danger they, and knowing that now people are picking their lives, then they at stake, not to in your life because in there in premises is safe. Ladies and gentlemen, they still tell them say, in no go meet them na the McKinney office with all them things they are. My fellow Sierra Leoneans, ladies and gentlemen, this na obstruction of justice where the people them display today na McKinney, where na a sad day for anybody we lack Sierra Leone, where na perversion of justice for anybody we lack with country. And given the position of Ernest Bai Koroma as a former president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, we dey expect much from him, especially where the Office of Anti-Corruption Commission don't respect them so much, allow for make them go meet and in your host and interview them, allow for make them push the dates from the 5th to the 8th. Everything we don't ask for, then give the president. But in turn, the president see the danger will go happen if they say pass then go na in us in that kind of atmosphere where in supporters they don't surround in us, they don't put roadblocks, masquerades then they come out, then they jubilate, for sure then discontent and for sure then support, but also for send a strong message to the investigative team and the police force, if there were one, for say if we attempt anything for cross this roadblock, it will be a problem. What kind of problem? We don't know, but we all know waiting happen when then go take then generators then they. 7 of we McKinney youths them, now they lost their lives, not to Bai Koroma. 51 of the McKinney youths them, now then go jail, now then they lock up na Freetown. None of Bai Koroma or any APC top man in Pekin or them picking them in Dede. None of them. Then you picking them in there abroad, whether them in a nightclub, whether them in they eat good food, them they per one of those. But none of them picking them up in there. But yet still, Bai Koroma know waiting happen, the loss of lives, where the McKinney youths then go defend, then generators, then they say they not go, they know Bai Koroma know waiting happen. Yet still, the former president allow for let them barricade in house, let them be a human shield for him, wherein then at the first defense, if anything happen, now then one and they go bear the burden and the pain. And if Ernest Koroma, anybody die upon them people and they go say not to send them, now the lek with the lekam, now in make them come block for let nobody know can they, but in not send anybody. Lord, we say for 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen, Lord, we call the spade the spade. Ernest Koroma put the lives of the very people them, we hail them almost like a god. We take them as them picking. Ernest Koroma, it puts them people and their lives in danger. It puts the lives of the investigative team in danger. It put the lives of any security forces, whether mean for call, for force, for go inside, for go meet them. It put their lives in danger. And we expect much from an elder statesman, a man who don't be the chief executive officer of that country, meaning they don't be the president of that country. Where we believe, say, anybody who don't hold that kind of position, they, if we uphold the rules of engagement to the highest degree, if we hold democracy to the highest degree, if we hold the rule of law to the highest degree, and above all, the Constitution of the Republic of Sierra Leone, where in sabi well, if we hold them to the highest degree. And as Nkrumah in young position where it did, the places the way it don't hold now the government of Sierra Leone. It be for them be a role model for sure say law na law. When you're asked by the state or any institution where align with the state, in this case, Anti-Corruption Commission, when they call you, you forgo and appear without any excuse. And another thing where we for know, we they expect from Ernest Bai Koroma, for say anything where go destabilize the nation or a particular area, or anything where will cause chaos, pandemonium, anarchy, in for be the number one person, way for do everything in your power. Let that one did not ever happen. But in this case, where Ernest Koroma sit down inside in us, he know for say, now for a make them dede, and he know say, them people here, they do this so that they not go do the investigation. Ernest Koroma not talk anything and not pull in voice for tell in fellow Macanians, we go act as a human shield for and not ever tell them say, do ya, ladies and gentlemen. That is if na man way one piece. That is if Ernest Koroma na man way straightforward with in people them and the people of Sierra Leone. It been for them come out from the morning, even before anti-corruption they come. Or when you see the second person, when then they come for can congregate around in house. It been for them come out peacefully. It tell them people they are thank you. It tell them say he humble, he appreciate the support, when they come for can support them. But if I don't tell them, say, we not for be lawless people, we for be law-abiding citizens. So therefore, I appreciate our support, but let all man go about in business. This particular investigation, the government arm or the institution where affiliated with the government or any institution where the government don't charge with the responsibility for conduct an investigation into any matter, in this case, into million affairs, do ya, una left them, let them do them work, una just go, una follow una business, una go open una market, students them, una go school, una do it, una they do, we all right, we are law-abiding citizens, we go make sure say, we give the anti-corruption answer any questions where they ask we to the best of we ability. Now that Ernest Koroma for don't do. Or now that any peace-loving person, or now that way anybody we're not afraid for say a do crime, we believe say, and not do anything wrong, a believe in innocence, just like how Ernest Koroma released a letter for say he not do nothing. Now witch hunt, if he be actually believe that, if we don't set the stage wherein the Anti-Corruption Commission investigative team not go get any hard time for get to them. But he not do that one day. He not only not admonish them people and they for let them go, he decline the offer from the Anti-Corruption Commission, where ask and say, please do your part. Then don't barricade your area. We're not able to go through. And we afraid say, if we use force, they not go find them why now we picking them. No, we not allow them, let them go through them kind of things they are. So meet we na the Anti-Corruption Office na Makeni Day. And Ernest Koroma say no, not go. Let them meet and na in host. Waiting that one they mean. That one they mean say me Makeni brothers and sisters. Ernest Koroma not get any kind worth for una lives. Because in no say, una not forgive them people and they easy pass for let them go meet them. And as Kroma no say, now one or two things go happen. Either una run away, where the police then they come, or una team up, una defend, una stance for say nobody not go cross, go to an Kroma, and then fight come up between una and the security forces, where somebody go wound, somebody die, or somebody go to jail for obstructing justice. And Kroma know that. But ladies and gentlemen, they not care for una life. They not care for una in any way, shape, or form, period. If you be care for una, it go allow them people there for interrogate them by living in premises and going to the Anti-Corruption Commission's office na Makini. Or he talk to una and beg una and assure una for say, nobody not go do am wrong. They not come for can arrest them. They not come for can do anything to them. They come for can only do their work according to the laws of the land. The people then get right for investigate them or any other Sierra Leonean. Now that they can do. So let everybody go back in business. But Kroma not do that. So ladies and gentlemen, Lord we say, the ACC commissioner, Ben Kaifala, report that one day to him boss, when are the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, and Mada Bio, and then Mada Bio tell and say, listen, we get every tool now we have for bring up an Kroma can make it appear. So call the law enforcement agencies, make them go, let them get an Kroma, or let them go, let them forcefully disperse the crowd so that una go get access to the president. If Ben Kefala been do that, una know what go happen, the security forces go come because the anti-corruption it exists because the government of Sierra Leone allow for make it exist. Then if they don't come, they manage for go, and in that case, the people that way they support Ernest Kroma will act as human shield. Then go start for throw stones, like what we see for the generator. Then go start for throw bottles. Then go start for do other things. Then we go escalate to confrontation, violence, wherein maybe they go start for shoot tear gas, or somebody go cause so much harm. The security forces go there in so much trap where they're not go able for save themselves, except for use gun, where we brothers there or we sisters then go die. Waiting them if I don't say. Then go say, Mada Bio, na bloodthirsty president. Mada Bio don't go, you don't kill people again na Makini. Like we kill people them recently for generator. Now that then go say. Then no go look say na Ernest Kroma himself na inputs them in danger. Na Ernest Kroma in refusal for talk to them, for let them understand say the ACC get right for do this. Of even if he believes say the ACC not get right for do this, but for let them understand say every law na the land, whether you agree or disagree with the law, you for accept or give yourself up when they call you for anything. After that, if you disagree with the law, take an court, make you file your complaint. His Excellency Ernest Kroma know that very well past me and you, but he refused for do so deliberately because it benefits in the Ernest Kroma. Ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and my sisters, Ernest Kroma don't show say they not get respect for the laws of Sierra Leone. Ernest Kroma don't show say in your ego and in dignity a big pass Sierra Leone. And Nkrumah don't show say Sierra Leone dey under am. Na in dey on top of Sierra Leone. My fellow Sierra Leoneans, this na sad day for we country. I know say some of una know one year waiting at the same. You know, some people they say, well, they don't investigate Nkrumah. The report from the commissions of inquiry don't come out. The man they try now for defend himself na the court of law. Why anti-corruption for come in? Well, the Anti-Corruption Commissioner don't answer that question there in the person of Francis Ben Kaifala. Francis Ben Kaifala say, before the commissions of inquiry they come in, then be done the deal with Nkrumah and the rest of the other people them way before that. Then investigation not ever stop. And then tell we say, then your department is completely different from the commissions of inquiry. Then they continue with their investigations even after the commissions of inquiry. So therefore, Ben Kaifala say, then been one for can ask the president about money laundering and other things them where them believe say na dubious act or it gets an element of corruption. Waiting na money laundering. When you they take money, you put on some side, you not identify who side this money are come out, but you do for make you hide the money from authorities. Because if they see then go ask who side this money are come out, who side you get this. Ladies and gentlemen, those are few of the things where Ben Kaifala talk about today with the people. Una listen, make a tell una, lo una yeri from BBC, Umaru Fofana, waiting in say today, we happen na Makeni. And I go tell una say the Anti-Corruption Commission then been so generous to the former president, they ask him for make a can meet them na CI na then young office because they're not able for cross for go under the former president decline. Una listen.
Is now on the line from Freetown. Umaru, good afternoon to you. What's been happening today?
Hi, Audrey. Well, the day started off pretty well in the northern city of Makeni. I spoke to senior officials of the main opposition All People's Congress Party, that's former President Nkrumah's party. They were very chatty, they were convivial. I spoke also to the former president's lawyer, who was his Minister of Justice, Joseph Kamara. They all said that he said his client was willing to cooperate with the Anti-Corruption Commission. And then all of a sudden later on, there appeared to be a logjam. We weren't sure whether the former president was going to the office of the Anti-Corruption Commission or whether the investigators were going to his residence. In the end, the Anti-Corruption said yes, they would send the officials to go and interview the president at his residence. And then later on, we started seeing images on social media of people setting up roadblocks along the way to the former president's residence. And the Anti-Corruption Commission people say they have not been able to have access to the residence. As a result, they've withdrawn their staff to go to their own office where they expect the president to come. But then the president says he wishes to be interviewed right at his own residence. So there's an apparent logjam right now as we talk.
So why are his supporters not allowing or trying to stop anti-corruption officials from going to interview him? What's the problem?
Well, the whole thing has turned out into a big political issue in the sense that his supporters believe that he is being targeted. And it is something which he himself has said in a statement they issued about a week or so ago following the publication of the white paper, saying that this whole thing is a gimmick aimed at harassing him and making life uncomfortable and difficult for him. And it is a narrative which his supporters pretty much believe. And as a result, when it became apparent that these investigators were going to his residence to talk to him, then some masquerade people came in, first of all, members of the local secret society. They started dancing in front of the entrance into his house. And then we saw civilians setting up roadblocks, motorbike taxi riders also taken to the streets. They say it's all a witch hunt, and they see him as their own father figure who's decided to go and live with them in Makeni, who was president, whom they say did remarkable things for Sierra Leone, who is being now hounded by those who succeeded him.
And I believe that you've been speaking to the Anti-Corruption Commission to hear their side of the story.
Absolutely. The Anti-Corruption Commission said this whole thing is a clear law and order issue. This is an accountability issue, and there has been talk about a question as to why, even though the Commission of Inquiry have brought up their own recommendations, some of which are adopted by the President, why the Anti-Corruption Commission is also going ahead to interview the President and creating what they say is all of this, what they refer to as unnecessary development. But this is what the Commissioner of the Anti-Corruption Commission had to say. His name is Francis Ben-Kaifala.
We have been investigating President Nkrumah even before the COI conclusions came, because we have our separate mandate. And in that separate mandate, we have the right to investigate a lot of things, including money laundering and predicate offenses for money laundering. So for money laundering, we have been collaborating with the Financial Intelligence Unit to carry out investigations into certain wealth which we have evidence that came to him and which he used to acquire properties in Sierra Leone. But also we are investigating issues of abuse of power and position. We are investigating other issues relating to unexplained wealth, which are also tied with the money laundering investigation. So there are issues about asset declarations, about certain powers used in respect of certain companies that were established and run, in which we have shares. And for example, WICA basically practically has the same powers as the United Nations in Sierra Leone. We are a criminal-led institution. Our purpose is to charge people for crimes which the COI does not do.
So these are things which can't be brought up in the appeals, in the Court of Appeals, where they may go and challenge the white paper.
No. The issues we are investigating have no basis for any appeal purposes.
And that's the head of the Anti-Corruption Commission there, Francis Ben-Kaifala in Sierra Leone. So just tell me this, Umaru, where does this leave the investigations of the other commission, the White Papers Commission?
Well, the Anti-Corruption Commission is saying that the recommendations made in the white paper, which, the document that was published about a couple of weeks ago, are still valid, because lawyers here have said that the white paper basically is like a high court ruling, in which case it has the force of law. But the All People's Congress Party, or those known here as people of interest, say that they are going to the appeals court. The recommendations say that they must forfeit their houses or pay back the money within a 90-day period. The same statutory provision which the persons of interest have to go to the Court of Appeal to challenge the High Court's ruling, which is what the white paper is. So whilst that is going on, the anti-corruption say they are going on with theirs, because A, not all the things are the same. B, they have responsibility to pursue on criminal grounds. So therefore they say that the two are absolutely completely different.
And just very briefly, do you think that the Anti-Corruption Commission people will be able to go and question the former president today?
It's very hard, Audrey. McKinney is the former President Nkrumah is a hugely popular character or person in McKinney, and the supporters are all over the place. The anti-corruption themselves are not sure as to whether or not they're going to continue today. It's becoming apparent that they may just pull out for today and reschedule as to when next they will go and talk to the former president.
Thank you very much.
Well, my family Onado Yeri waiting the BBC Umaru Fofana say, and Onado Yeri waiting the young and dynamic anti-corruption commissioner, the none of a kind we don't ever come na Sierra Leone, maybe in Africa, second to one Amadou guy na Nigeria, waiting is say. They don't tell una say, then they investigate money laundering. We don't come out from some side, it don't come na the president in account or somewhere. We look, then need for investigate. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, this na a sad day na Sierra Leone. We na obstruction of justice in its highest form by a former president. Now, not to by Nkrumah team up na do and tell people and say they no go come. But by Nkrumah use those people as human shield. If he not been use them as human shield, if by Nkrumah been want for give himself up or answer questions from the anti-corruption, you better believe it. If he raise in voice or even talk to in supporters them, will surround and put roadblock na in us, then go listen to him because he is highly popular figure. Then they look him as a father figure. if he open his mouth, he talk, he go tell like say na the papa or the mama they talk to them, then go listen to any directives we the former president Ernest Koroma been for don't give them. That is if Ernest Koroma no one use them as human shield for make it avoid answering the questions of anti-corruption. My fellow Sierra Leoneans, ladies and gentlemen, if me, they na the position, ladies and gentlemen, the respect where I don't give the president, one, for postpone and give him the time where he say he want. Two, for send people and let them go meet and in house. And what go, himself no say I not go able to go through. And not tell the people and make them stand down and back off. We invite him again, make him meet we instead, we go easily come on in us and go meet we so we go talk and agree. We go get him in respect as a Sierra Leonean, but we not go afford that kind luxury day again to the president the second time around. And me go talk to Ben Kaifala now. Your Honorable Ben Kaifala and the government of Sierra Leone, we don't tire with two systems of justice, one for the rich and one for the poor. Just clearly here, for Gomita na in us, na one for the rich. But the man, when the president, the former president, Ernest Bai Koroma, he don't abuse that privilege day. Therefore, we the recommend say, this McKinney place a hostile to the ACC, a hostile to the findings of the commissions of inquiry. So it's not wise for let any law enforcement officer or any of the anti-corruption investigative team or person for make a go day for try for interrogate or investigate the former president. You they put your life in danger. Una they put una lives in danger. So therefore force Ernest Koroma for come na a neutral ground, whether na Makeni, whether na Bo, whether na Pujeon, whether na Kenema. The safest place possible na the Republic of Sierra Leone, na they therefore call Ernest Koroma for make a report, make them give him time, make them give him day, let there be no more negotiation, whether Uste it go come, Ustem it no go come. Make them tell him, say, yeah, now yeah, you they come. If he left to me, we no go do this safe na Freetown. We go do na a place like Bo, or we go do na Kono, or we go do na how they call this place, any other neutral ground, Potloko, or Pujeon, or Kenema. So that way, then go and interview the president quietly, with dignity and respect, where not go cause any kind commotion, pandemonium, or possibly loss of lives or properties. Ernest Koroma don't show today, ladies and gentlemen, by inaction, indirectly, nor for follow the rules of engagement, where he wants don't preside over as the president of this country. They don't once again show we say, in belief say, a day above the laws of Sierra Leone. Onado Yeri, the commission, whether Ernest Koroma or in team, agree with them, with the commissions of inquiry, their actions or not, but because the Anti-Corruption Commission is recognized by the government of Sierra Leone, the president, the position where in the whole, now in choose the head of the anti-corruption when Ben Kaifala, that means Ernest Koroma being for don't abide, being for don't accept, or being for don't follow a word where he say in not get problem for let them interrogate him. He talk that one day in his own defense, he say, he not get problem. He accepts, let them interrogate him. But ladies and gentlemen, indirectly, in actions today on the 8th, show say a wish for let them know interrogate him, and that not happen today because then give him all the opportunities for make himself available, either na in us or na the Anti-Corruption Commission, then branch na Makeni. Ladies and gentlemen, now a sad day for we country. They talk to the government of Sierra Leone. We tire with two types of justice system. Me no get nothing against His Excellency Ernest Bai Koroma, but my brothers and my sisters, waiting they destroy country na lawlessness. And someone we don't hold position as high as the presidency as we Ernest Bai Koroma don't hold. We for encourage or be a role model for rest of Sierra Leoneans and teach them how you for obey the laws of the land, how you for respect the laws of the land, how you for respect authority figures in our country. In decide for sure we say somebody they way big past the law, somebody they way big past the country, somebody they way big past authority figure. Now that Ernest Koroma show we today for say in big past authority figure, a big past Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, now after in Sierra Leone, not to after Sierra Leone in. Now after in the Bai Koroma, then Sierra Leone. Ladies and gentlemen, Bai Koroma, my fellow Sierra Leoneans, now a very conceited, narcissistic, and self-centered man. In character, in behavior, all don't show that. Now, you go castigate me if you want, but if you want the truth, Ernest Koroma in behavior from the onset, indicative to somebody we get too much pride, we get too much ego, we narcissistic, we power conscious, we lack attention. But today, it don't add something for say, na a man, we na a lawless person, and not they abide by the laws. It go only abide by the law where it sweet for him. But when it bitter, or it feels say it go bitter, and not they abide by the law. So to him, for make it follow any law, na selective following na in it they do. It they choose the laws the way of the land where go follow, and it they choose the ones the way in not they follow. In this case, the former president choose not for follow this ACC, their own directives or request, even though it say it give himself available already, but it not make himself available at all. The advisors, the way they deal with him, themselves no help in any way. If the Anti-Corruption Commission be say, then not the commodity until then get Ernest Bai Koroma, meaning them if don't use the police force for make sure say then go into Ernest Bai Koroma in us. If you first been commodity, people then wound, people then lost their lives, bullets then begin fly, somebody die, people then wound, then go say, Mada Bio don't kill people there again na Makeni. Mada Bio don't massacre people there again na Makeni. You go begin the yeri audio them the very moment. Then they cause Mada Bio in Mama, then they call an lawless person, then they call an Dogba Whistle, then go call an Kamajo, then go call her a killer, then go call her a murderer. When in fact, Mada Bio not to in na the killer, not to in go be the murderer, not to in go be the dictator, not to in go be the self-centered person. Actually, all those attributes go to Bai Koroma because he know the consequences of waiting go happen when people them not obey the law. My fellow Sierra Leoneans, during Bai Koroma in time, the youths them na Kabbalah then die. Why? Because in the eyes of the law enforcement, they not obey the law, they not follow command, then shoot them and then kill them. Ladies and gentlemen, 2016, Nabo district, the students of Njala then suffer at the hands of law enforcement. Waiting the law enforcement say they not obey the law, they not follow command. When they tell them let them disperse, they not disperse, then gather illegally according to the police forces, then shoot and kill one 14-year-old bobo, then shoot one lady, pull in left breast completely with bullets, then shoot somebody, Mohammed Molu, na in Bele, when na inside Ghana, na they go take treatment for let not die. And all that one day, na under Ernest Bai Koroma in government. Waiting do, then say them people and they not follow command. What if the police force today na Makeni then shoot because the crowd jump on them? When they go disperse them, somebody die or bullet wound somebody, people then wound. Waiting me for happen, then go blame the government of Mada Bio squarely, then go put on a Mada Bio in it squarely, then go call Mada Bio Kamajo, then go say na a bloodthirsty person, then go begin the talk say Mada Bio hates the Northerners them, Mada Bio don't bring tribalism, Mada Bio go kill the team in them. Now that let me for don't say. We not go be a fair characterization of the president. We it be say then completely ignore the actions or inaction of the former president Ernest Bai Koroma, we cause this pandemonium, way before don't cause the death of so many people, way before don't cause the destruction of so many properties. Ladies and gentlemen, Lord, we put party politics aside. Lord, we put we country ahead of we. But today, Ernest Koroma don't put party politics ahead of Sierra Leone. This now one time a president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Now, you can agree with me, disagree with me, but me no say if you disagree with me, now because of partisan politics, because everything what they say are right now, una no say you, when at the ordinary Sierra Leonean, you not go crazy, you do waiting Ernest Bai Koroma do today. You not go crazy for doing. So I don't cite examples them, wherein citizens them under Bai Koroma in government, then fail for disperse. According to them, then gather illegally. Then they demonstrate, ladies and gentlemen, then kill them. This gathering again in front of Ernest Bai Koroma in Os, it was illegal. Bai Koroma no say illegal. They don't preside over Sierra Leone. Illegal because the obstruction of justice. That in itself, ladies and gentlemen, not a crime. Even if nobody not throw away stone today, if them be arrest all them people and they then get right for charge them with obstruction of justice and go to the penal code, give them sentence, waiting the law say, let them go serve time for obstruction of justice. Because nobody not supposed for team up between the person where they enforce law and the person where na person of interest. No citizen not get that right for do that. That's not a crime in itself. So ladies and gentlemen, waiting me to say, I say I'm again. The Anti-Corruption Commission or the government of Sierra Leone, they're not for again any other chance for let this happen. Therefore, Makeni na a volatile place for let anybody where they go conduct an investigation into the affairs of the former president, because now in hometown, then they worship him, they love him, there is nothing wrong with that. But if investigative team go there, then they put those team or people them papa them, people them mama them, if woman they among them, then they put their lives at risk. So therefore, me they say to Ben Kaifala, nor ever send anything again na Makeni, not even the Anti-Corruption Commission branch where they na Makeni, they're not supposed for do anything again with Ernest Koroma in terms of investigating him. Me go advise the Anti-Corruption Commission for make peace day in Sierra Leone, make with Makeni brothers and sisters, they not lost their lives for nothing. the one that way they support Ernest Koroma, the one that way say it no go commode, nobody no go touch him. Ladies and gentlemen, for let that not happen, una for order Ernest Koroma for make it go na a neutral ground and una for do am immediately, because this na a blow to law enforcement. This na a blow to justice. This na a challenge to the fundamental and basic rights of the government of Sierra Leone, now we country. We not for allow citizens for make them pervert or divert justice. We not for allow citizens for make them take control and dictate waiting for happen when it come to either for interrogate or either not for interrogate. We not for allow that. But for save time and save lives, do ya make them not do this na Makeni. Let them order Ernest Koroma for go na a neutral ground, either Kenema, Bo, or any side. Let them interrogate them or ask them questions respectfully and quietly, where if nobody know, it will be better than where people then go know. And no say the attempt for hide Usai for investigate Ernest Koroma from the eyes of the public. But according to news, a leak out wherein then give the plate number of Motokade where they go. Therefore, it make the place very dangerous for the investigative team and everybody else, including the supporters them, where been they na the vicinity. This again, my fellow Sierra Leoneans, na Lansana Sako with the Hidden Truth. I will talk to you now the next time.